EC here. Hi, guys and gals. Well, I hope you're all well. It is Monday, and often, as you know, on Monday, I make a few tag videos. So, yeah, it's the evening. As you can see, I'm up in the office. So, we're going to start with Jasmine's tag. Hello, Jasmine. And I should say, actually, it's not like Jasmine's Monday tag, it's one of Jasmine's Christmas tags. So, 5-question tag. All the questions are related to Christmas. So let's start. Question 1. What do you do with Christmas dinner leftovers? Well, it's a good question in a way because very often, I was going to say very often, but not always, but very often I would cook a turkey, either at Thanksgiving or at Christmas. This year, it'll be a turkey at Christmas. So that's pretty easy, actually. Turkey leftovers could be used for turkey sandwiches, turkey casseroles, turkey soup, turkey stock. Yeah, I mean, the leftover stuffing or dressing, depending on which way you cook it or call it. So I make casseroles with that. There always are leftovers, and it's not a problem actually. And it's so like I say, it goes from anything, the sandwiches, to casseroles, to just heating up leftover turkey slices with the mashed potatoes or whatever, and the cranberry sauce and so on. So yeah, I mean, actually, that's one of the nice things. I know it's called, and many people, they say the horrible beast or something like that. I can't remember the exact expression because after a while, there's just so many leftovers. But no, we make things, and if there's too much, well, we'll freeze it. Yeah, we have freezers. I said plural. Yeah. Yeah, so that's not a big problem. Question 1. That was question 1. Question 2. Christmas pudding or trifle? Well, between the two, if it's Christmas pudding, no doubt about that. Christmas pudding is nice, and it doesn't matter how you take it. Some people will take it with a kind of a vanilla brandy sauce, or even just simply with ice cream or what, or just like that. Christmas pudding is always good. Yeah. And those of you who don't know trifle, it is great. I mean, I've lived in the UK, and trifle is a really good dessert. But Christmas pudding, to answer the question, yes, without a doubt. Question 3. Christmas dinner with Brussels sprouts or roast parsnips? I saw Jasmine's answer, actually. You know what? I actually like Brussels sprouts, but and I don't eliminate having Brussels sprouts, but certainly not cooked anyway. There's different ways of cooking Brussels sprouts that make them good, and there's other ways of cooking Brussels sprouts that make them horrible. But if you give me the choice between Brussels sprouts and roast parsnips, vlogger's age, without a doubt, roast parsnips. Roast parsnips are good. And roast parsnips, actually, you can use parsnips. You can even put a parsnip into your mashed potatoes, and it really makes it good. But you know what? Roast parsnips, and if you've got some maple syrup, once you've cooked your parsnips, you can caramelize them with something like maple syrup. It can be other things, but maple syrup with roast parsnips is really, really good. Yeah. Okay, so that's already, you're making me hungry, and it's not even Christmas yet. Okay, this should almost be called a food tag, shouldn't it? Question 4. Okay, do you go to Christmas markets? I haven't for quite a while, actually. I used to work, let me see now, that's like 12 years ago. I used to work, and I worked for like 20 more years in Basel. And Basel is on the Swiss, German, French border. And in that part of the world, Christmas markets are a big thing. In Basel is now the biggest Christmas market in Switzerland. and they are absolutely fantastic. If you go online and look it up, or if you go online and look at what Christmas markets are like in the Alsace, Strasbourg area, or in the Black Forest area, Christmas is like unbelievable, and the Christmas markets are fantastic. And yes, I used to go to Christmas markets. It was really just part of the thing. And now the Christmas markets we have over here in our city are yucky. When I mean yucky, is that they're not like Christmas markets. They're like um, haberdasheries and Oriental sales of I don't know, things that have really nothing to do with Christmas and so on. And I don't really care all that much for them, and they're rather small. So I haven't been to one for quite a while. But yes, I used to go and I used to enjoy it very much. So let me see. Question 5. A Christmas story that you remember from years ago. Oh goodness, there could be quite a few. Christmas Eve in my family. Now we used to go to. Okay, so I'm Christian, as you all know. My dad is from a Catholic family. My mom is from Anglican family. Now we would go to the midnight mass and then go off to the réveillon, so an overnight meal at my grandparents, my grandmother's. She was a widow, and we'd all join there after for a turkey meal. We had a lot of turkey at Christmas, but that's another story, I guess. And we would nevertheless sleep a little bit. But before that, my mom would play the piano. My mom was a very good piano player. She even played at the church and stuff like that. And we would sing Christmas hymns. So we were all the kids in our pajamas. I could find some pictures. I won't for this vlog, but I mean, I might have a few, where we would all be dressed up in our pajamas, and we'd sing Christmas hymns while she'd be playing on the piano. There'd be the Christmas tree right beside the piano then. And then we go and sleep a little bit before getting ready to go off to the mass and the night shift, as I call it, because we come back and sleep a little bit and go off and join for lunch the English-speaking family from my mom's. Now that is one of the stories, but added to that is, of course, we knew that Santa would come. And we didn't have a chimney, so don't ask me if he picked the lock or what. But anyway, but we would leave cookies. We would leave cookies and milk. But at one point, my dad said, I think Santa would like a beer, actually. I think you could leave a beer instead of the milk. And we all found that kind of amusing because, after a while we kind of knew, but then not. And I remember thinking cookies and beer, that's not the greatest thing. But I have to admit that when we would come or wake up, Santa had passed. There were no cookies and the beer was gone. So he must have passed by there. But anyway, yeah, so that was a fun story. So we always used to laugh about that. Not cookies and milk for Santa, cookies and a beer. That's what my dad would say. Okay, that's the five Jasmine questions for this Christmas tag. Thank you. I was almost going to say thank you, Santa. Thank you, Jasmine, for bringing back some good memories, actually. Yeah, I enjoyed this. So take care. You said you were going to have another tag. But anyway, I do hope that you have a good holidays, and to everybody, but especially to you, Jasmine. So take care, everybody. Bye-bye.